All right, I'm glad you're here. So today we're going to do some maintenance on the A-Spec. It's an Acura T, I would call it the A-Spec because it has fancy A-Spec kit on it. There she is. This is the only spot I have available because everything else is all taking everything up. I got a lot of stuff to clean up before I get the attempt to start building the shop. Let's cut that again. Alright, so we're going to do the front brakes, maybe the rear brakes, and we're going to do this front driver's side wheel bearing because it's messed up. Alright, let's get started. We're inside Nico, the A-Spec Acura, and I want to show you guys the noise that it's making for the wheel bearing. So when I bought it, the brakes were mushy. Well, I guess they're not mushy, but there's a lot of pedal travel. On Zoe, the other Acura, as soon as you hit that pedal, she starts braking. This one, you got to give it at least a good couple inches before she starts going. So I've got brakes, power stop, Z36 kit that we're putting on there. Z36 or 26, one of those, I'll show you guys. But what we're really concerned was the wheel bearing. So I want to find a corner and stick the phone out and see if you guys can actually hear it. It only does it bad when you're on like a turn because you know it's putting the load. Okay, so that may or may not have turned out. If not, you won't see this clip. Hey bud, how's it going? Hey, how are you? Hey, I got a noise coming from the front here. It sounds like clickety-clack, clickety-clack. And then when I make a turn, it goes row, 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 row. You think you can fix that? It sounds like you need wheel bearing. I could probably fix it. Are you sure? Because I'm looking around here, and it looks like a lot of your stuff hasn't moved at all. Do you fix anything? Listen, man, I get it. It looks like a junkyard around here. And a lot of stuff hasn't moved, but I'm working on it, I promise. You know, I'm working on stuff every day. It just takes a long time. There's a lot of stuff. I'll get you fixed up. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. This is my daily driver, so I kind of need it done today. All right, enough with the games. Let's get started and get this Acura torn apart and see what we find. First, I wanted to say thanks for watching. If you could, hit that subscribe button. Like the video, comment on the video of anything else that you want to see. And if you're here to see how-to videos, or if you like Nissans, Toyotas, Ford trucks, and Chevy trucks, then this is the channel for you. If not, subscribe anyway. Like, watch videos. Some of the stuff's entertaining. Some of it's kind of boring, but you'll have a good time. Thanks. Oh, and Jeeps. I forgot to mention, yeah, we do Jeeps here, 4-wheel drives. All right, I do want to take a minute and thank my sponsors, John and Dakota, for getting me this awesome channel lock toolkit. It's really come in handy, and you guys went above and beyond. I really like it. I use it all the time because it's mobile. Everything's there, and I can just break it out in the yard and work on stuff. All right, let's get to work. We got some play left and right. Usually that's an indication of your inner or outer tie rods being loose. If we go up here, I don't really feel any play, and that could be an indication, if there was play, of ball joints and definitely a wheel bearing, but I don't get that from here. I do definitely get it from here, left and right, so we'll have to inspect those tie rod ends. Check that out. Off. Oh, here's Blue the shop cat. Blue, what are you doing? You come to visit? Are you gonna help? You are all dirty. What have you been rolling in? Look at all that dust on you. And there he goes. We got our Acura wheel lock in the Acura pouch. Thank you, Alex. Oh, Alex, your body guy? He sucks, man. This is unsat here. off tires. See if there's any abnormal wear on there. I don't really see anything. All right, let's look at our pads here. These front pads don't look bad at all. Okay, 19 mil on your caliper bolts. Now we'll want to disconnect this bracket first because you have a hard line from here down to the back of the caliper. Millimeter. And as I always say, bolts back in. So bracket right here, 2 10 mil bolts, and the shop cap. But take a look at this. Our pads, see how it has that groove there on the inside of the pad? That means your rotor's the wrong size. So I wonder if they use like a different TL rotor. Maybe the base model has a smaller rotor, smaller diameter rotor. I couldn't tell you for sure. But it looks like this rotor's used. Because it looks like you had normal pads on there before, and then it was rusting on this side because there's like a pit of rust here on this edge. I don't know. I wonder if this car had fancy rotors and he sold them. Who knows? So normally on the Phillips head screws right here, you have to use a impact driver. You know, one of those ones that you set on there and you hit it and it kind of rotates as you hit it. We'll see. I bet these have been worked on before, so they should come out pretty easy. But then again, it was in Boston, so that one's definitely out because it was loose. This one came out. Okay, so let's inspect our backing plate. There's a hole right here in the backing plate. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these rotors. They just don't look right at all. This axle has definitely been off. Our compliance bushings look good. The lower transmission mount looks okay. I'm telling you all this stuff, I'm not showing you anything. So compliance bushing looks okay. Why are we upside down? Compliance bushing looks okay. Transmission mount looks okay. Blue, what do you think? Normally you're not this nice. What's up with you? Look at this. Okay, wheel bearing. You got your snap ring, new axle nut, new seal bearing, and a new hub flange. This will make it easy doing the brakes. I don't have to clean the hub. Normally you would clean all this surface rust off the hub to make sure that rotor sits flat as possible. All right, 36 millimeter. When you're popping this axle through, take your old nut, spin it on there, and then you can whack it. This will keep you from damaging the thread. If you have to reuse your nut, then I would suggest using like a socket or something like that so you don't hit those threads at all. I still don't feel any play in this bearing. Maybe I'm wrong. We need to turn this that way. Might have to disconnect a ball joint. So it looks like we need to take off this guy right here to get our axle shaft out all the way. So that's a 17 millimeter. Also, there's no cotter pin retainer there. Alex, your suspension guy sucks too. There we go. So you use the hammer to get that vibration on there and to kind of work it loose, and then that ball joint will come out. Now we should have plenty of room to knock this axle through. An air hammer works really well with this. Okay, so that's out. Now, let's look at what we have. I bet you I gotta press this damn thing out of here. Get a close-up. All right, so here we go. You got your ABS sensor here. You got your ring right there, which looks terrible, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna have to get, oh, never mind. I guess it's inside there. That's just like dust and stuff. It looked like it was protruded, like it was ribbed. Let's get this little dust cover off of here. My giant pry bar. Probably not the right tool for this. Let me go get a screwdriver. I don't have the GoPro on, so the audio is not going to be the greatest, but pull this out. You don't want to pry on this because you might break it. Probably go ahead and remove that so I don't accidentally break it. It looks like this side wasn't in all the way because you can see wear marks right here. Maybe that's what's causing the noise. And this wheel bearing's probably good. All right, well, you guys get the point. It's just pressed in here. I want to work on this with two hands. Blue, glad you can make it. I need you to get this wheel bearing off. You got that? Can you give me SD card error again? I'll be pissed. Let's get this guy. That should be plenty. Oh, you're gonna make me press this thing off, aren't you? Yep, it's not budging. So that means we gotta take the upper off, take the ABS sensor off, and take this whole thing and take it to the press. We got our top nut off. It's 17 mil. There it goes. I don't know if you saw how it dropped down. Oh, I need to get that ABS sensor out, unplugged. Let me get you a close up. Okay, so yeah, when I hit that, I had the thread, you can see the threads of the nut showing, and then when I hit it, it dropped down. That's how you know it's ready. So it looks like we gotta take these clips out right there, pull this wire back to find out where it plugs in. Okay, it looks like it's under the hood somewhere. Gotta reach it. There she is. Okay, so pop your cover off, and this is the brake mass cylinder. This is the clutch if you have a manual. And it looks like our sensor's right there. And I probably can't get this off with one hand, so I'll have to do it off camera. I'm trying to shove my hand down in there. Boom. Here she comes. Okay, so that's out. We need to unbolt it from the control arm. For control arm, there's your 10 mil up there. And now we should be able to take the whole thing out. I got the nut removed on the bottom already. Let's remove the upper. Oops. Oh, lift up. Oh, and our shaft's stuck back in there. Our shaft is still stuck in there. Help me out here. Our shaft is still stuck in there. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. You guys are probably like, hey dummy, take off the tie rod end. Well look, now I can access it so easy. Tools everywhere. Gonna have to start cleaning up. Where is big boy impact? That looks like a 19 mil, and it is. Go ahead. Let's whack it a couple times. Boom. There we go. Now we gotta take this to the press and press her out. All right, I just want to give a quick update on what's going on in RJ. Our backup card that we're using decided that I needed a break. Since we're waiting on parts and a hub puller tool for the A-Spec kit, we're using this. And as you're backing out the driveway, turn the wheel, we have a little incline. All of a sudden, pop. And then next thing you know, the wheel is all the way up in the fender. So I look under there, and sure enough, the ball joint has just snapped right off. So the nut came down, and the stem of the ball joint snapped right off.